We're at the seaside in Wicklow. Yeah. And the basic income for the arts grant is officially over. I'm unofficially unemployed. Got the last payment last week and there's plans to renew it by the end of the year, but until then I'm out of luck. We're also in Wicklow viewing houses. Not very fancy houses, but we're viewing houses. And we've been approved, but look at the birdies. I can't sign on because it might impact our drawdown. So for now, I'm in limbo. And within the arts groups, there's a number of us campaigning for the basic income to be made permanent for all artists. But the government says they don't have the funds to do that. Even though they do. You can look at the books. They have plenty to do that, and the scheme is a total success. And anyway, since last year, the first vlog actually, I joined the radio and I joined the extras because I knew this income was probably going to come to an end. The radio's been going great. I'm since with Radio Liffet and DDR as well, and I've been building up a good following on TikTok. We're at 600 followers right now, getting about 100 new a month, well maybe less, maybe 50 new a month. That's going great. The acting is going great, getting loads of work there. And honestly, the situation won't be any different whether I'm on the dole or I'm on the grant. That's not what matters. It's what matters is that the banks don't see it as a valid income. They won't allow us to get a better mortgage because they see this as social welfare money. But I can't sign on to the dole either because it's actual social welfare money. But anyway, apparently us artists who are being let go here after the 3 years of full-time work, or whatever you did for the 3 years, being set free, there is a code that I've been given that when I go to the DSP I can give this code and get a specific artist social welfare for a year, and then we'll see what happens. And funnily enough, there was a part-time job going at the radio station which I was perfect for, but I was unable to apply because it's a TOOS scheme. TOOS is part of the DSP, Department of Social Protection, and one of the terms for that job was that you had to have been on job seekers for a year to get that job. So I couldn't get that job because I hadn't been on welfare, but now I have to go on welfare unless a job falls out of the sky. And I don't want a regular job, I want to remain an artist and a fucking camera person. I want to remain creating and telling stories. And there's internships going at RTE, I applied for them, so I'm not sitting around doing nothing, I'm actually trying. But it's hard out here now. Recently as well, we found out that the world was run by paedophiles, and there's a corrupt elite of billionaires, and that's basically who we're propping up. That's who our hard work goes to serve. And as I've said to Sophia a few times, I actually consider it to be noble to not be filling their pockets. Actually, to be on welfare isn't such a bad thing. But anyway, it's looking grim right now. Life is looking a bit grim with the end of the grant. with the news going on, with Ireland's cultural scene being absolutely torn apart by hotels and whatever. But today we're viewing in Wicklow. We're hoping to put a bid in. We're hoping to find a base where we can set up a family. I can continue to make art and to continue to survive and get by. And yeah, they have a good music school out here, it seems. Ardmore Studios are up the road in Bray. There's radio stations I could work at. There seems to be a venue where I could do live music, or I can start playing more often with the trad sessions in the pub, which I've also been doing. Do you want to add anything?
We're just trying to find a home. God forbid we want to create art and make a career out of art, and boost the cultural the impact of Ireland along with it. It's not considered a official and worthwhile, I suppose, income and job and career. And all I want is for us to find a nice house. It's not that much to ask for. And we will find one, but it's just a lot harder, and we won't get Dublin, we won't get to live close to our families, but we're making do, and we will find something nice, and you will get to continue your career aspirations. We'll just have to do it in a roundabout way, because it's not straightforward when you want to create art.
And I've lately also becoming more and more into the idea of God and the Gaeilge, of course. I'm well back in the Gaeilge from the radio station. It's coming along really well, and yeah, God won't let this happen to us.
I don't agree with that.
Sophia doesn't agree. She thinks I'm a bit silly about the God stuff, because I'm only new to it again, like fully, and my idea of God now is different to the idea of God I had when I was a child. And that's not to say that I'm fully all for Catholicism and the church and all that, but I just think God can exist separate from a church or a religion, and that there is a big war between good and evil that is happening in the world, and it's time to take a side. And if you're on the good side, you have nothing to worry about. Life and people and nature and all will sort you out. But if you're on the bad side, it's time that something happened to you. The day will come. Anyway, that's a bit of a rant for you there. We might continue this chat a little later.